Extremely scary and haunting mysteries about the Amazon forest. Even if given millions of dollars, it is unlikely that anyone would dare to set foot there. What is the truth about giants? What are the most dangerous monsters on the planet that live here? Are the rumors about ghosts in the world's largest forest true? Please click the like button and subscribe to the channel to discover the truth about this forest together. The Amazon is more than just a forest. It is a living entity, the beating heart of the earth, a constant source of inspiration for myths and legends. It is a reminder of the power and richness of nature, an invitation to those who dare to step in and discover the mysteries behind the deep green curtain. First, the area of this Amazon forest is extremely large. About 7 million square kilometers. It is almost as large as Australia and twice as large as India. The Amazon forest is known as the green lungs of the earth, in which the rainforest accounts for 5.5 million square kilometers. This area is located in the territory of 9 countries, mainly Brazil, Peru 13%, and the rest in Colombia, Venezuela, Ecuador, Bolivia, Guyana, Suriname, and French Guiana. The states or provinces of the 4 countries are named Amazonas after this forest. The Amazon rainforest accounts for more than 50% of Earth's remaining rainforest and includes the largest and richest stretch of tropical rainforest in the world. According to scientists, this forest is the factory that produces 20% of the oxygen in the Earth's atmosphere. It is the lungs of the Earth. Second mystery: giant creatures live in the Amazon forest. Speaking of the Amazon forest, this is not only the green lung of the Earth, but it is also home to an extremely rich and large flora and fauna system on Earth, with all kinds of creatures that people may not even know about. There are creatures that have gone into anecdotes and challenged the curiosity of scientists that are still unknown to this day. May be mentioned as mysterious monster. Perhaps one of the most infamous beasts is the monster reported sightings from the dense, unexplored rainforests of Brazil and Bolivia. This monster is said to be a giant, sloth-like creature over 6 feet tall, with red fur and curved claws, often emitting screaming screams and carrying a horrible stench. This creature usually avoids water and humans, but it will also bravely defend its territory if necessary. It is also said to have very thick fur that is bulletproof. There have been many theories about this mysterious monster. One is that it is just Amazonian folklore, and is actually a creature heavily featured in the region's mythology. Some believe it could be a survivor of extinct giant ground sloths like Megatherium or Mylodon, which died out about 10,000 years ago. These are giant beasts that stand up to 10 to 20 feet tall and in many ways fit the description of this monster, including giant bodies, likely red fur, and long curved claws. The most famous and most likely to survive is the giant snake of the Amazon rainforest, and indeed indigenous tribes have long claimed that this forest snake grows to incredible sizes. Up to 37 to 50 meters, up to 1.8 meters wide. The region's largest known species is the green anaconda. The natives called this giant creature the Yocomama, and it was also known by other names such as Sucariju gigante, Sachamama, and Camudi, as well as the water snake along with it. Not only snakes, but also equally large insects, such as giant spiders. The Amazon has had lengthy reports of giant spiders, said to have 4 to 6 foot long legs, the size of a large dog, and powerful venom that can kill animals as large as horses. Local tribes claim that these spiders live in networks of underground tunnels that open into traps on the forest floor, from which they climb to hunt whatever they can catch, including humans. So if you are not equipped with complete knowledge and equipment, you should not step into this forest, because there are much scarier things to come. If you think land is dangerous, then water will be safe. If so, you are even more wrong, because underwater is just as dangerous as on land. Surely you have heard of the Arapaima carnivorous fish. This is a giant carnivorous fish that lives in the Amazon River and neighboring lakes. Arapaima are often at the surface of the water because they need to breathe air in addition to absorbing oxygen through their gills. Arapaima fish can grow up to 2.7 meters long and weigh 90 kilograms. This fish is so ferocious that its tongue also has teeth. You probably don't want to see them even once. The Amazon River not only produces giant creatures, but is also home to small but extremely scary creatures. Conderu is a small, smooth-skinned parasitic freshwater fish for its ability to enter the urethra of those who dare to urinate in the river. A man once had to have surgery to remove this creature from the urethra as it was trying to get into the testicles. Just hearing it made me feel so scary. The most terrifying natural killers, black caiman crocodile. This crocodile living in the Amazon River has a length of up to 6 meters and weighs 300 kilograms. They can hunt monkeys, deer, and even South American pythons. In addition to the ability to stalk prey and perfect camouflage, the black caiman crocodile also has extremely strong jaw strength. They often bite and then drag their prey into the water, flipping around to tear the prey apart. Or this South American python, up to 6 meters long and weighing up to 250 kilograms, has the ability to squeeze its prey so tightly that it suffocates and then swallows it. They can attack by biting their prey and drowning it in water. In addition to lying in wait for prey, this nocturnal animal also actively hunts. Smaller, there is the poison dart frog, the dart frog. The bright colors warn of the danger of this animal. The yellow dart frog's skin contains a poison that is deadly on contact. South American natives use their poison to impregnate the tips of darts. This poison causes the heart to stop contracting, leading to paralysis, internal bleeding and death within minutes. Or bullet ants. This giant in the ant world can be up to 2.5 centimeters long, with a quite scary and fierce appearance. Their bite is described as like walking on hot coals with a nail stuck in the heel, and the pain will last up to 24 hours. You will lose your life if you go into anaphylactic shock, but usually you will just vomit and be temporarily paralyzed. The scary thing is that one animal can bite multiple times a second and will secrete a substance that causes other animals to attack the victim. Also small but equally dangerous are assassin bugs. In addition to their painful bites, they also transmit the Trypanosoma cruzi parasite that causes drillworm disease. In tropical and subtropical regions of the Americas, the disease causes 12,500 deaths each year. There are also countless species that are no less scary and dangerous than the above species. If you encounter them, it is best to stay away from them, as far away as possible. Small but extremely poisonous snakes, like the fer-de-lance snake. This snake can attack without reason with venom that causes vomiting, unconsciousness, muscle rot, internal bleeding, and even temporary or permanent memory loss. Local people call them three-step snakes, meaning that if bitten, they only take 3 steps to die. Despite its narrow attack range, fer-de-lance moves faster than the naked eye can see. Even mongooses, famous for their ability to hunt king cobras, only have a 50-50 chance of survival when faced with this snake. And next are the super weird plant species that you won't think they are present on Earth, called the green lungs of the Earth. And as the common roof that covers 10% of the Earth's biodiversity, the flora system here is extremely rich and diverse, and even as weird and mysterious as can be. Tellers. Walking palm tree. This is a tree species that possesses an extremely unique root system that scientists cannot explain. Its roots grow in a strong and strange way and can act like legs to help the plants continuously move towards sunlight as the seasons change. And it is the only plant in the world that can move. All poisonous plants like the sandbox tree is the scariest tree. The sandbox tree's trunk is covered with many sharp blackthorns. This may be an evolutionary feature to adapt to the environment and survive in the forest, as well as to prevent animals from climbing up trees and eating fruit. The fruits of the sandbox tree often explode when ripe to disperse the seeds. Their seeds can fly up to 45 meters away, so this tree is also known as the dynamite tree. The toxicity of the sandbox plant has an effect on fish, so people often use it to catch fish. And here there is also a tree with the largest leaf in the world, Coccoloba gigantifolia. Coccoloba gigantifolia tree grows up to 15 meters tall, has leaves to 0.5 meters long, taller than an adult person. The area of this tropical forest is so large that there are surely more mysterious places that we still can't know all, like the river of death can boil any creature that falls into it. It is so called because the river water always boils at a terribly high temperature, enough to boil all unfortunate creatures that fall into it. The river's name is Shanay Timpishka, which means boiled by the sun in the local language. The air here is so hot that the sinuses and lungs feel burned. This river is about 6 kilometers long, 6 meters deep, about 25 meters wide, located in the spiritual treatment area of the Ashaninka people in Maintiaku. This is a legend of this country. They believe that hot water was sprayed from the mouth of a giant petrified snake hundreds of thousands of years ago. It has not stopped here. This forest is also rumored to have many mysterious and scary myths. First we have to mention El Tunchi, the soul protecting the jungle. If Asians have legends about forest gods, Amazon natives worship and fear El Tunchi, the spirit of the mountains and forests. In legend, El Tunchi is shapeless and shapeless. It is the soul of those who have passed away in the jungle. El Tunchi protects the mountains and forests, and will punish all those who intend to destroy the forests. It is said that El Tunchi appears with continuous and gradually louder whistles, only appearing where there are vandals. Only forest. If these people whistle and imitate them, El Tunchi will appear and kill them. El Tunchi have no definite shape. They are simply spirits that protect the mountains and forests. Or the legend of Bufio, Colorado, the shape-shifting pink dolphin that harms girls. Not only the plants, but also the animals that reside in the Amazon forest also have many mysterious and fascinating legends. There are many strange stories around Bufio, Colorado. Accordingly, Bufio, Colorado often transforms into handsome, charming fishermen. He uses that appearance to seduce girls from good families and have sex with them. These victims will then become pregnant and give birth to a pink dolphin. Especially the story of birds creating love spells. Living along the banks of rivers in central Guatemala and northern Brazil, the long-legged tropical cauldron Lotanrilla is known as the witch bird because Lotanrilla's leg bones can be used as love spells. Specifically, to exploit the power of this cauldron, people will kill them and bury them underground until the flesh rots and decomposes. Then, the right leg bone of this species was taken. So there is a complete love charm. The person who owns the Lotanrilla love charm will invincibly win in love. Because the bone structure is hollow, when dug up, people will use this leg bone as binoculars and look at the object they are aiming for. Then go home and hide for 12 hours without seeing anyone. You will definitely win that person's heart. On the contrary, if you use Lotanrilla's left leg bone and repeat the same process, the person you look at will encounter bad luck in love. And sure, everyone here has already known about the women warriors of Amazon. Strong and brave, the Amazons are fearsome warriors in Greek mythology. But do these female warriors really exist? A team of American and British archaeologists discovered a Sauronation burial site, and what they found supported Herodotus' theory. The women buried there were very tall, Most of them both are about 165 centimeters tall. Instead of being buried with treasures and jewelry, they were buried next to their weapons, such as daggers, swords, arrows and bows, and even whetstones to sharpen their weapons. The tombs and their occupants date from the 6th to 4th centuries BC. Discovering the City of Giants. In 2012, an expedition discovered an ancient city of giants deep in the Amazon jungle in Ecuador, where they discovered many megalithic structures. Megalithic structures, made up of stone blocks weighing up to a ton. This city includes many megalithic stone structures. The stone blocks used are all very large, weighing up to a ton. How did ancient people, with rudimentary tools, carry blocks of stone weighing up to 2 tons to build these megalithic structures? If not because they possess a very large, even giant, stature. In 1964, a priest found a giant skeleton up to 7 meters long at a site in Ecuador. This skeleton was later displayed at the museum named after him, Museo del Padre Vacay, alongside countless artifacts discovered in the region. After his death, this museum was looted and the skeleton was lost. However, based on the original skeleton, Jungfrau Park in Switzerland has displayed a model of the original skeleton. And finally, a mystery which, until no one still explained why. It was a giant whale found in the forest. A giant animal that lives at the bottom of the ocean was found dead in the middle of the Amazon jungle. Why does such a myth happen? The case of the body of a humpback whale found in the Amazon tropical forest, dozens of kilometers from its living area, is still a big question mark for scientists. A humpback whale, more precisely the carcass of a humpback whale estimated to weigh more than 10 tons, somehow ended up in the middle of the forest on Marajo Island. Is IT magical, right? So together, we went to find out the most mysterious and scary secrets in this Amazon forest. In your opinion, are there any scarier mysteries than that? Please comment to let me and everyone know. The video takes material from a number of different sources on the internet and synthesizes it. So you can go to the internet to learn more about the content in the video. Thank you for watching the entire video. Please subscribe to the channel and press the like and share button if you find this video useful.